Right there?
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Sweet. Where are you going to be?
Just right here. Go ahead.
Oh, right on.
Yo! Scatterbrain Dad here.
Mob Street 83.
So today we're gonna talk to you a little bit about preparing to fail.
Number 4 in our setting up a business or setting a goal
So
series.
yeah, so I mean, basically, when we talk about setting up your business and preparing to fail, basically is what we're talking about is preparing your business to not go completely bankrupt. Right? This guy's just laughing at us, but you know, we don't care. But you know, not necessarily bankrupt, but like, okay, so there's a lot of people who, I mean, invest every penny into their business. Nothing wrong with that. Not one bit. But like, I got a family, he's got a family, a lot of people have families. Now, I'm not the type to move back in with my parents. I love you, Mom and Dad, but I ain't coming back.
Right.
I haven't been there since like 17, so that was their choice. They kicked me out. Love you, Mom and Dad. But, you know, I mean, that's just not an option for me or my family. And so if I start a business, I'm going all in, but I'm going to prepare myself to step away early if it doesn't work and not completely, like, lose everything I got, I guess. Now,
Well, I think with that too is, I think with the way I get it is, you're going all in, but you're not going to be jeopardizing what you've got over here on this side to make it hard
yeah,
for the family side. You know.
Yeah. And most people, if you're starting a business, I mean, you're gonna what? Most people, you're starting it on the side. So,
Right.
so most people already have jobs, and they're just looking to start a business, and eventually, you know, grow that business to a point where they can step away from their other job. Now, that's where I discuss the whole preparing to fail, because you still got your other job. So, if you're living off your income from that other job, basically this business you're starting is like a side job. So why not treat it that way and prepare yourself to succeed but not fail and lose everything that you've worked so hard for from the other job, I guess.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Basically, so say for instance, you start a business. I don't know. What if some people like to mow lawns? I don't know why the hell they like to do that, but I mean they choose that as a profession. I don't know why, but I hear there's no money in it. But basically, you're gonna start out and you're gonna buy a damn lawnmower. Now, there's two different people here, right? One person's gonna go buy a lawnmower, maybe at a yard sale, or something cheap that's used, you know, that they can pay cash for.
Right.
That same person might have a truck already that they can utilize, and even if they don't have a trailer, they'll just put it in the back of their truck.
In the back of the truck.
They're gonna go out and find some clients, and they're gonna make it work. And they know that they're not, you know, they're gonna grow slowly. They're gonna have to pick up a few lawns here and there to supplement, you know, I don't know what. So say that person goes out and finds 5 lawns to mow. Okay? Now let's just say $30 a lawn, right? There's $150 that guy is gonna go make on a Saturday morning.
Right.
Till about noon, maybe 5 lawns if they're in the close area. So there's an extra $150 a day, not even a full day at that. And he's maybe making that at his other job.
But there's no overhead.
But there's no overhead. He paid cash.
He paid
for
cash
that
for the mower. He's already got the truck.
There's a little bit of gas he's got to spend.
Right.
Now here's the second person. This second person's gonna go out and he's gonna think he needs the best of everything. So he's gonna go buy a brand new truck. He's gonna go buy a brand new lawnmower. He's gonna go get a trailer, and he's gonna hire somebody because he's gonna need the help. But in reality, he doesn't need the help. He needs to go and bust his ass and do all that work himself.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Well, same guy picks up 5 lawns.
Same guy picks up 5 lawns, $150 for a Saturday. What's that times 4?
600.
$600 for the month. Well, that lawnmower and that truck payment and maybe that trailer, that's pretty much his payments right there. So I mean,
Right.
he's not making anything. He's probably even losing money with gas and what he's gonna need to spend. So
Well, that guy's gonna have to go and find twice as many.
oh yeah, he's gonna have to go find
just
a lot of
to
work
make.
just to cover that payment.
Oh, plus the guy he hired.
Yeah.
So
If he really truly did, but
if he did
some,
go get
some
somebody.
people do. Some people think they need that help for Saturday, which they don't. But you know, if it don't work out, guy number 1, he walks away from everything.
Yep.
No big deal. Customers might get mad. They got to find someone else. No big loss. Guy number 2, it don't work for him. Now he's stuck with the truck he's got to look at selling, which depreciated right as soon as he bought it, probably.
Right.
Same with the lawnmower. Lawnmower depreciated a little bit too. You know, it can make him money. Trailer, vice versa. So guy number 2 basically loses money. Now, this ain't the best example because, I mean, the guy can sell it, lose a little bit of money, and walk away. But the moral of the story and preparing to fail is guy number 1 did what he could, and now he just walks away. Guy number 2 lost a bunch of money in the depreciation value of his equipment and the truck, and maybe he's not going to lose a bunch of stuff right away.
No, but I mean, it's gonna be more work for him
But he lost.
than guy number 1.
He lost a lot of money, basically.
And time.
Yeah.
And everything else that goes along. I mean, mostly just a lot of time too, just with
Yeah.
all the dealing he had to do
Yeah.
with getting all that stuff taken care of afterwards. So.
Yeah. So that's like, I mean, that's like any business. You know, there's businesses that need, you know, say a retail shop, you know, say a retail space. What was it? There's a business so there's a business here in one of our little cities that basically was a, you know, car type mechanics place. And this business, I always see some of these businesses come into this exact location and they fail. I'm not gonna speculate why they fell, but I'm guessing it's a lack of work that they get. But they've got a huge building. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just the type that I'd start out small. I guess go get a little garage to start your mechanic building, not some 4-bay huge building that's, you know, worth $1 million.
It's costing you $4,000 a month just for the lease.
Just for the lease, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's where we kind of come into the whole prepare to fail, which if you were to get a little garage versus a 3 or 4 car garage space, a mechanic space, when you're starting out, you know, I mean, I can ask you right now, what's going to be better?
Right.
Obviously the smaller, and then move out of that if you can. Or, you know, have that money saved up. So who knows? Maybe they had a bunch of money saved up. They moved into that big shop thinking they were going to make it work. They ran out of money, so they walked away. That'd be a good example of preparing to fail. They walked away. They probably maybe didn't lose a whole bunch of, you know, assets like mortgaging their house to pay for it or something. You know?
Right.
I don't know. What else?
I think for me personally, just going into the mindset, starting small.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people, I mean, myself included at times, have thought, man, I'm going to do this great big thing. And then all of a
Yes.
sudden, it's like, why don't you just scale it down a little bit and start smaller? And once you get established in that, okay, think about what you can do. You know, it just goes back to all of our our 4 steps that we've been talking about. Go in and reevaluate, reassess. And if it makes sense, grow it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then grow it a little bit more. Or it's not working, you're not really out much.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think, in all honesty, I think the one thing about planning to fail is going in with the mindset that it does not have to be this big, huge thing.
That's true.
Right off the bat.
You make a good point there, because I know a lot of people do. They think it's so big, and I was the same way. You know, with the lawn care stuff, you know, you do. You want a big shop. You want, 10 crews, all them trucks, all that equipment, all that stuff. But a lot of people, oh, excuse me. A lot of people try to grow it too fast, and then they start buying all these things, getting into debt, and then that catches up to them.
And then maybe something crazy with the economy happens.
Yeah.
Like working motorcycles back in 2009.
Yeah.
About 2009. You know, you're working on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bikes a week or a day consistently. And you've got 7 guys that are in there working on them. And then all of a sudden it just stops.
Takes a drop.
The guys stop bringing their bikes in. It's the middle of June and you've got 3 or 4 guys sitting there that don't have a bike on their bench. It's like, I mean, it was hard,
true.
you know. And then that winter, having to take mandatory layoffs, there was nothing that we could do about that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, sometimes unexpected things happen, and instead of losing your shirt on them, just going in with the mindset, okay, and I think that's where all the other steps come into play with this one is just constantly reevaluating everything.
And that comes with, running a business, but with kind of what he was explaining, I think that calls for another video down the line on how to prepare yourself for something like that. Regardless. And you always hear it, but save your money. I mean, have that account, have that saved up so that when you're forced to take that mandatory layoff or whatever, then I guess maybe you're not stressing about it.
Right.
At least, right?
Or if you get 3 or 4 months where you're not mowing lawns and you're sitting at home trying to,
now he's feeding y'all full of crap. You ask him. I'm the one not getting paid.
Well,
he's getting paid.
I'm getting paid. But planning ahead.
Planning
ahead. We had to bust our butts.
I planned ahead.
Yeah, but we busted our butts all summer long to make sure it happened.
We did. But I also planned ahead when I offered him to come and join me to work.
And it's been great, thank you.
That there would be, a guaranteed paycheck through the wintertime. Because we all know there's not much work in the winter. I planned ahead. I planned for that. He's benefiting from that. And we're still good. Things are rocking. I mean, I ain't have any worries. Some people, I don't know. They don't see that as far as a lot of people, I'm sure, talk in the wintertime about how I do it or something. I don't know. But
yeah, but that's where all this, comes full circle.
Yeah. Yep.
And you plan for it, and you're not going to have to worry about it.
Yep.
If you don't plan for it, something's going to come up and bite you in the butt, and that's when things are going to suck for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
so
what did your wife ask you today, what you were doing?
Oh, yeah. She said, well, are you going to work, or what are you doing? I said, well, I don't know. We're going to lunch. So we went to lunch, and now we're doing the work part.
Yeah. And this is growing slowly, but, I don't know. I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. That video wasn't as informative, I guess, in a way. I just for some reason, I just feel like I got to emphasize that part of things, preparing to fail, because it does help. So that's one reason why this year is awesome for me. I prepared for the wintertime a little better than previous years. I was fine the previous years, but there's just something about this year that makes me smile a little bit more, knowing that, like,
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Still got my Jeep. Still got all my other stuff.
Still got your house.
Still got my house.
And the family's still around.
Still got the bank account. So we're good.
Right on.
But anyways, thanks for watching. I don't know. Today's video was just, I don't know. I feel like we didn't provide a lot of information, but at the same time, like, I feel that
it's the final step, though.
That's the final step. Yeah.
Just got to look at it from all aspects.
Think small.
So,
think big, start small.
set that goal, and this is the one thing that he's told me. Okay, you have this big plan now. Do it next year, but plan and set goals, smaller goals to make that bigger one.
Heck yeah.
And it's been working.
Sweet.
So,
anyways, okay, we're gonna bounce. I do have to show you real quick. You know, I try to provide you guys with some beautiful scenery here. Matt's beautiful beard, I like it. Coochie coo. But you know, check this out. This is a frozen lake, by the way, in case you don't know.
should run down and try to slide across it.
I mean, if you fall in, that'd make for some better footage.
Well, I'll give it a whirl.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Let's go check out how oh, excuse me. How thick this ice is.
Probably do it better off the loading ramp.
Oh, there's a load. And PS, yeah, there's a loading ramp here. So, loading, dock, launch, your boats, type of deal.
There it is, dude.
Oh yeah.
See that?
It's pretty slick.
Pretty solid.
She's pretty solid. I think I could get the Jeep out here.
I'll record while you.
Anyways, look at this beautiful scenery here. All right, that's that. We're gonna bounce. Appreciate y'all for watching. Yeah, hopefully we'll come up with some better content here soon. Until then, peace out. Have a good time, and hopefully we'll get some more storms so I can push some more snow in the Jeep.